Hi there. Can I ask a question?
Oh, yes.
Is it true that people in Africa are poor? Hey, sorry, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, do you have £10 there, please? Could you lend me £10?
Oh, no, I don't have money.
Oh, you don't have money?
No.
And you are busy looking for poor people.
Oh, well.
Bro, Africa got buildings. They got power. They got towers. Swear on everything, bro. I thought it was just clay and tribes and tents, bro. Yeah, cause the ground be like, you know, like that red orange type of clay, bro. Chad, don't act like I'm stupid, bro.
That's the water you drink? It's the normal color of water. It's clear. Oh, whatever.
This video has over 2.5 million views here on TikTok. That's millions of Americans who now believe beyond reasonable doubt that over here in Nigeria, we don't have access to clean water. Amazing. To be honest, I want to believe he's joking. I don't want to take him seriously. But the problem with jokes like this is that it helps to spread more misconceptions about us. And that's not cool, because over there, we're perceived as so poor that we cannot even, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, man.
First of all, Africa everywhere is a beautiful place, okay? And a lot of people in America don't know this. A lot of black people in America don't know this, you know, because they always show, you know, a very poor side of it. So when I got to go to, you know, Joburg and Durban and all of these places, Tanzania, it's like, it's actually beautiful, and we can actually visit and we can have a good time.
US media gives us the worst perception of Africa. This is Africa. This is actually nicer than New York City. Like, this is so nice. Just look at that Zara. Just look at that Zara. They don't have that in New York. Look at how nice this building is. Look at this beautiful outdoor seating. So instead of listening to whatever the media tells you, go and explore and find out for yourself.
Name 3 countries in Africa.
Africa, the jungle. There's a lot of snakes, a lot of animals. There's no food, you had to bring water. You had to survive, and you had to watch where you're going because the tigers. It's called surviving.
So why did this girl post a TikTok of her asking a question? The question was, what is the first thing you think about when you hear about the continent of Africa? Why did this girl, who is from Syria, mind you, and if you don't know what's going on or what was going on or what is going to go on in Syria, go Google it. She literally laughs and she's like, poor. Oh wait, no. Hungry, no food. Like, girl, no one's laughing but you and your idiot friends. It's just frustrating because for years, being an African woman, for years, we have gotten no respect from any POC. Obviously, not all POCs disrespect African people, but you know what I'm trying to say. There's no solidarity, there's no respect, there's no unification amongst POCs, because no matter what, African people are going to be seen as the bottom of the barrel, and it's just not fair. We are getting more developed as we speak. We're not the same country we were however many years ago, so it's unfair that we are held to that low standard, and I refuse for that to happen. I'm tired of the stereotypes. I'm tired of the disrespect. And it's crazy that we're getting disrespect from countries that have the same problems, if not worse. Because let's be real. There's people in America who are poor and hungry, but they never get disrespected like people from Africa do. It's not fair. It's the same situation like what happened in Ukraine. When Ukraine was going through that war and getting demolished, and they needed help and support from everybody, but they still had time to be racist and not allow African people to ride their transit. Or like that one time during the whole coronavirus where African people were trying to go into restaurants and China, and they were literally banned. It said on the paper, no African people allowed. Like, we can't win. This is why when like other countries, continents say we need support from everyone with whatever's going on in the country, I look at it with a side eye, because y'all will never support African people when they're going through their stuff, because we all remember what happened with Ebola and how many jokes were flying on Twitter, how many people were disrespecting African people. And it's just like, y'all disrespect us on a daily basis, but then you want like us to rally for you. And like I said, take this with a grain of salt if you know you don't do this. I'm talking about people that know they have this, that have this mentality. If you don't do this, take it with a grain of salt and move, but still educate people who act like this. I'm just tired. This is just getting repetitive and dumb.
I was 10 when I realized that people living in Europe and the Western world in general really had a skewed vision of what life was like in Africa. I lived in Guinea and my class took a ski trip to Switzerland. We took the plane, which I do feel I need to mention because I know some of y'all will think we went by boat. And on the day we landed, there was a mixer at our lodge with other kids from international schools. So there we are in the cafeteria, and a kid from each school is randomly assigned to a table so that there are 6 to 8 kids from different schools at one table. Now, I don't know about the other tables, but they really had me seated with the nastiest and most uneducated mean girls, little Regina Georges in the making, if you will. Now I'm sitting there eating my fondue. One of them asks where I was born, so I reply with Belgium. Then she goes, oh, but you live in Africa. Then I go, yeah. And she goes, oh, so do you take the boat every weekend to go visit your family in Belgium? That wasn't even the worst part, because this kid had the audacity to start asking me how I ride cheetahs to school, how we hunt for lions. Like, honey, wealthy people in Africa probably live better than you do. Like, there are high levels of inequality like anywhere else, but first of all, Africa's not a monolith, and second of all, people from the Western world really think that everyone in Africa lives in huts and hunt gazelles. Like, educate yourself.
They got white people in Africa?
You wouldn't believe it, bro. We got white people here.
Oh my goodness. Abigail, look, a white boy from Africa. And I'm just messing with you. I'm just talking shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm from Africa too.
Okay.
This is absurd. Okay, so guys, this is all of the black hair care products. As you can tell, these are all black hair care products, right? Check. Now, first things first, guys, we're going to stay calm. We're not going to be your typical black people. Oh, we're not. We're going to be very calm about this, okay? You guys see what this says, right? For those of you guys who don't speak French, section fermée, that means section's closed. But the store is open. Here we have all of the other products, even on sale. What are you talking about? All this is available. All this is available. They can get their, what is this? 8-week protection. We don't have anything like that. We gotta. This can't go in my hair. That can't go in her hair. I have natural hair. This can't go in my hair.
I vividly remember how uncool it was to be African when I moved to the United States 10 years ago. I had African classmates that said they were Caribbean in order to avoid getting bullied by other kids. So seeing how Afrobeats and just African music in general has crossed over into the mainstream American market, and how Black people all over the diaspora are eager to figure out what their roots are is just so heartwarming for me. Validation from the Western world is not something that I seek as an African person, but it is very nice to know that I can sit at the cool kids table now.